Well, 2020 started off so well and was roughly running to plan, with several dinners, provincial Grand Primos investitures, lodge visits and raisings, including the first fourth degree open ceremony as per the current rulebook. Then boom, something called COVID-19 decided to come along and introduce itself to the world. Since then, things have not quite been the same, and my original plan has gone out of the window. The country went into lockdown for the right reasons, to keep people safe. Head office had to close and the majority of the staff put on furlough. Our lodge, PGL, chapter and assembly meetings were cancelled, along with many other functions, including today's Grand Lodge meeting. The investitures, lodge centenary celebrations, dinners, raisings, the summer gala and paint and fun day, just to mention a few. The virus and lockdown has decimated what we normally do. The charitable work undertaken up and down the country by the provincial Grand Primos, the lodges and individuals has slowed down dramatically, or in some cases stopped altogether. As well as trying to keep the business of the ROH progressing during the pandemic, a lot of my time has been taken up by taking and dealing with the numerous phone calls, emails, texts and messages from the brethren, wanting to know what's happening, what they can do, how they can do it, and so on. It's not always easy to provide an answer when the situation changes on a regular basis, and the government continually issues advice and guidance that the GLE have to follow, whilst we try and best guess what we're able to do in the future regarding our meetings. I've provided honest answers to many of the questions posed by the membership, but in reality I cannot answer some of those, as I don't have a coronavirus handbook to refer to. I do appreciate that in some people's eyes as Grand Primo, I shall have all the answers at the click of their fingers. To those who say, Grand Primo, you should do this, or Grand Primo, you should do that, or even those who say, if I was Grand Primo, I wouldn't have done that, or if I was Grand Primo, I'd do this, I suggest, politely, that they step into the shoes of any chief officer of any organisation during a global pandemic to see how they fit. I can assure you it's not fun. And shouting, swearing or being abusive does not help the situation either. That got me thinking to myself, have we been here before? What can we learn from it? How do we deal with it? Can we put systems in place to cover anything similar in the future? The GLE now finds itself at a crossroads with some difficult choices to be made. Can we take our normal path, hold the remainder of the Grand Lodge meetings during this year, have the elections as usual? We could choose that road and find it's blocked in the near future due to unforeseen circumstances caused by a second wave and further lockdown restrictions, and we would have to quickly respond to whatever happens at the time. If that's not possible, another road to follow may be retaining all the officers in the organisation, and that's both at local and national level, until the end of 2021. And that's for those brethren who wish to stay in place. That means writing off 2020 due to the unprecedented circumstances. We'd need to come up with a workable roadmap for that one. Should we take the decision to concentrate on things that are only at a local level? That's in the short term post-COVID-19. And that means encouraging the brethren to support getting the minor lodges, the provincial Grand Lodges, the chapters and assemblies back into a healthy working condition when we're able to do so. That would mean foregoing events like dinners, socials, etc. A social distancing may prevent those from being held anyway. There will be other roads to go down and other choices to make as we try and secure the future of the Grand Lodge of England as an organisation. We need to carefully choose the correct path, the one which we can influence the most. We need to do what is best for the Grand Lodge of England. Yes, we've had a global pandemic before, as well as 2 world wars, but back then our lodges could still meet and business could be conducted. Our current circumstances are not the same. We have endured and are still enduring a national lockdown. Things are and will be different from now on. I hope at the end of this we will have a viable working brotherhood with the passion, drive and determination to get back to what we do best, and that is helping those less fortunate than ourselves. To borrow a few words from my installation as Grand Primo back in December 2019, let us go forward together. To those we have lost during the pandemic, I have a simple but very sincere toast. To absent brethren,